Welcome to JRNY TV, where we make the complex world of digital finance not so complex for anyone, regardless of their experience. All right, so let's just say it. Crypto, it might be frying a few more things than your GPU. It could be cooking the planet too. Sounds dramatic, right? Maybe. But here's the thing. Behind all the memes, moon talk, and when Lambo hype, there's a mess no one really wants to talk about. Every time someone mines a Bitcoin or confirms a transaction, it's not just numbers that are flying around. It's raw energy that's being burned. And not just a little. We're talking about power consumption that rivals entire countries. Seriously, Bitcoin's electricity utilization has been compared to places like Argentina or the Netherlands. Yikes. Why is it such an energy hog? It all comes down to something called proof of work. It's the OG method for keeping the network secure, but it also demands insane amounts of computational muscle. Those massive mining rigs, they're running day and night, guzzling electricity just to solve cryptic math problems. And guess what powers most of that mining? Not clean, happy sunshine. Nope. It is mostly, unfortunately, fossil fuels, coal, and gas. Stuff that kicks CO2 right up in the sky. The United Nations study even called out crypto's carbon footprint as one of the industry's biggest hidden harms. Like, it's not just bad, it's sneakily bad. So while crypto might be the future of finance, it's currently putting the environment on the line, and it's time that we talk about it. Why crypto mining eats so much power. So let's talk mining, because that's where most of the damage is really happening. And no, we're not talking about pickaxes and hard hats. Crypto mining is digital, but it's just as gritty in its own way. Basically, for coins like Bitcoin, mining means solving ridiculously complex math problems to confirm transactions on the blockchain. It is a race. First one to solve it gets rewarded in shiny new Bitcoin. The rest, well, they just wasted a ton of electricity for absolutely nothing. The whole thing runs on a system called proof of work, and that name ain't lying. It takes work, serious work, as in powerful computers running nonstop, churning through electricity like a 24/7 data devouring monster. And the more people that join the race, which they do, and they will, especially when prices spike, the harder the puzzles get, which means even more power is needed to keep up. This is exactly why Bitcoin mining alone can draw more energy than an entire country. And while newer systems like proof of stake are starting to gain traction, Ethereum made the jump. Finally, most of the market still stuck in the old energy guzzling way of doing things. Mining is essential to crypto, but right now it's costing us a lot more than just a power bill. Let's talk about the carbon cost of crypto mining, because let's be real, crypto mining isn't just power hungry. It's a carbon emitting machine, because all that electricity utilized to run mining rigs, it doesn't just vanish. It often comes from fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, oil, the usual suspects. And when that's the case, the environmental toll goes way up. Some studies have even found that Bitcoin alone utilizes more electricity than countries like Finland or Chile. That kind of energy consumption translates to a massive carbon footprint, especially in areas where the power grid leans heavily on non-renewables. A report from Cambridge even showed that large portions of Bitcoin mining happen in coal-rich regions. That's right, coal. I wonder if Santa misses it. That means more emissions, more air pollution, and ultimately, and unfortunately, more strain, much more strain on the planet. And it's not just Bitcoin. Other proof of work cryptocurrencies follow the exact same pattern, leading to mounting pressure from environmental groups and governments alike. Now, to be fair, there are efforts to do better. Some mining operations are relocating to areas with cleaner energy, hydro, solar, and wind. Others are looking into carbon offsets or building out green infrastructure. But those efforts, while promising, still represent a very small piece of the overall picture. For now, the reality is clear. Mining is leaving a carbon trail, and it's one the industry can't afford to ignore. How about the push for sustainable cryptocurrencies? As the environmental cost of crypto becomes harder to ignore, more projects are inevitably stepping up to find cleaner, smarter ways to operate. One of the most promising shifts is the move from proof of work to proof of stake, a major change that drastically reduces the energy needed to run a blockchain. Instead of relying on massive computing power, proof of stake chooses validators based on how much crypto they hold and then lock up, cutting down the energy use by a huge margin. Ethereum's upgrade to Ethereum 2.0 is probably the most well-known example. After switching to proof of stake, the network's energy consumption reportedly dropped by over, are you ready for it? 99%. That's not a small improvement. It's a complete overhaul of how a major blockchain can function more sustainably for everyone. Other networks like Cardano and Polkadot were built on proof of stake from the start, showing that it is very possible to have both security and scalability without draining power grids in the process. Beyond consensus mechanisms, some mining operations are experimenting with renewable energy, finally setting up near hydro plants, wind farms, and solar fields. Others are finally looking into carbon offset programs or building more efficient hardware to reduce energy waste. These efforts are definitely encouraging, but they're still the exception, not the rule. The crypto world has a long way to go, but this growing push for sustainability is definitely a step in the right direction. So what's next for crypto and the environment? Where does crypto go from here? The truth is, it's at a turning point. As public awareness grows and environmental concerns keep stacking up, the pressure, as we all can see, is definitely mounting from regulators, climate advocates, and even crypto users themselves. Some governments are already floating carbon taxes or green certifications for mining operations, while others are calling for outright bans on energy-guzzling proof-of-work systems. The message is clear: clean it up or face the consequences. On the innovation side, there is real potential. New technologies like more efficient mining hardware or alternative consensus models, they could help cut energy use without compromising security or decentralization. There's even speculation that breakthroughs in areas like quantum computing or zero-knowledge proofs might one day change the games completely. It's still early, but there's a lot of brainpower focused on making crypto greener, smarter, and way less destructive. Still, let's be honest, this isn't going to flip overnight. There's a long road ahead and a lot of resistance from parts of the industry that are just comfortable with the status quo. But if crypto wants to keep evolving and stick around for the long haul, it has to find the balance between innovation and environmental responsibility. Otherwise, it risks burning out, literally and figuratively. So what do you think? Will the cryptocurrency space successfully balance innovation with environmental responsibility? How important is sustainability in your view of crypto's future? Please do share your thoughts and comments below. We would love to hear your take. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. And please do remember, the future belongs to those who start preparing for it today. Thanks again for watching JRNY TV. We will see you in the next one.